Hey, it's Paul. Welcome back to B&B Talk. Now, today's episode, things are getting really tense, but I'm going to take a different approach. I'm sick and tired of it. Almost to the point where I'm over it. I mean, sometimes the show has a way of taking these things and dragging them on. Now, don't get me wrong, they just won a Daytime Emmy for Best Writing. But the writing right now is getting so redundant. I'm tired. Get the secret out already, or I'm going to be over it really quick. Every update I talk about is someone getting close to finding out the secret. I'm getting sick and tired, and I want to know how you feel, because this is just getting milked for all it's worth. Like in today's episode, we see Nicole, and she's snooping on Maya's conversation with Rick. Now, Maya's just about to tell Rick, and of course, you know what's going to happen. Nicole jumps in and says that she's got something that she's got to talk to her sister about, and it's right after Rick is saying that he can't wait to see, you know, them get together, and in a year time they're gonna have babies and whatnot. And so Maya was just about to do the right thing, but she stopped by her sister, and when she does tell, you know, Rick that she has to take her away, Rick eventually says, okay, this can wait. And then when they talk, Maya reminds her that, you know, she's changed her tune. She wanted the exact opposite. Why the change now? And she says it's because you know that Wyatt's family has money, and that is attractive to you. And she says it's, you know, Nicole says it's more than that. She really, you know, has feelings for Rick and loves the way that they relate to each other. And it just gets prolonged because my sister Nicole, don't tell him because it's going to ruin everything. You have to protect your secret. And Maya reminds Nicole it's not a matter of protecting her secret, it's really a matter of protecting Nicole's new relationship with Wyatt. They go back and forth, and she, in the end, she says, we're this close to having this all. Two sisters, two really, you know, great guys who have everything going for them, and we could really have these great lives. So there's no way she's giving up that secret to Wyatt. So it's getting exasperating. And then we see Bill, Liam, and Wyatt, and they're plotting, you know, Rick's demise, but you know, they just keep saying, oh, we have to up our efforts to get the secret, but nobody has a real way of doing it. And Katie has to sit back and listen to all this. Then Liam gets into talking about Rick pricing out, you know, the gemstones that he proposed for the new line, and because Rick doesn't want Maya wearing anything that he thinks is substandard, he's now wants to use expensive ones. And they say, you know, they compare it to the same way that he overpriced the couture dresses, and in a way they think, you know, yeah, this could be his demise, but if it goes the same way of the couture line, you know, people are going to buy it anyways. It's going to be a success. The company's going to make more money. It'll be that much harder. Now Bill is getting really frustrated with this. He just wants this whole thing over. And in the meantime, he gets his sons those new swords. I mean, I don't know what was wrong with the old swords, but Bill says we all have to have the same ones made, and I think it's because Quinn made one for Wyatt. So he gives Wyatt his new sword, and he puts it on. And you know what Bill says, it's, you know, and I guess this is a good thing, it's to symbolically unify his sons. And like I said before, you see them working as a unit now, and it's a lot better to see. And Katie asks Wyatt if he plans on being honest with Nicole about what he's up to. And I mean, Bill sort of jumps in and says, just basically hurry up and get the info. So we see Pam and Charlie, and you know, Pam's looked up why people take estrogen, and she tells Charlie that there's lots of other reasons why somebody would take estrogen. Now, Charlie's kind of sticking to his guns, but Rich overhears, and he wants to know what they're talking about. And, you know, they sort of give him some fake excuse, and obviously, you know, they're talking about their jobs being in danger and whatnot, so they're not going to get into this with Ridge, but at least now there's another person that sort of knows there's a secret going on, at least between Charlie and Pam. But somehow I see this getting out through them. You know, we've talked about other ways that the secret can come out, but I think this is the closest way to the secret coming out. And then we see, oh God, Ridge and Rick, and they are quarreling over a dress. I mean, we've seen this fight over and over. Now Ridge is trying to plead his case, but Rick keeps belittling him, and at the end of the day he uses the bottom line that he makes the company money, and he's almost in a way more valuable than Rick. And Rick is like, I'm not going to let you talk to me like this, because Rick belittles Ridge in front of one of the models because he doesn't agree with the length of the dress. Now he gets even worse, and he talks about how much money he's made, making Ridge look more dispensable than Rick is. And Ridge says, you know what, in a year you're going to be out of here anyways. And Rick says, I doubt it. I mean, we keep turning profits like this. My father's just going to keep me in here, and we're going to run this place for life. And so Ridge is sort of up against the wall. He really doesn't know what to do, but he doesn't want to be talked to like this. But he knows he can't keep going on with this. And Rick ends up saying, you know, when you design your dresses, you've got to think of Maya. Like, that's your focus. Stop thinking about these models and whatnot, and you design these dresses for Maya. So obviously it's not even an impasse. Ridge is getting thumbed under by his younger brother, and it looks goofy and it looks classless. And then we see Ridge go to Pam, and he's venting sort of, you know, about the whole thing, you know, and how much of a despot his brother is as the ruler. And he, you know, actually has to admit to Pam that this might continue indefinitely, that his brother might run the company forever if he keeps this up, and he knows he can't put up with it. So I'm hoping to see Ridge actually go, you know, back to the gang at Spencer and try and cut some sort of a deal. But we know the secret's going to come out before that. But like I said, the whole thing's frustrating right now. And then Rick has a meeting with a jeweler, and, you know, he's looking for this engagement ring. You know, we are all thinking, okay, if he gets an engagement ring, and he does end up finding the one he likes, and he says it's flawless, just like Maya, we're all thinking that, okay, this is the part where she's going to tell, but we know she's not, because now her sister's in her ear, and she's reminding her how much she can lose. So that's where we leave things off. I'm just getting frustrated with this. I want this to end like yesterday. Anyways, let me know what you think. It's B&B Talk. It's Paul. I'm fed up. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Don't forget to follow us on social media.